All right, man. Let's talk about the Lions are calling cap on rumors that they are if they're going right now they're going if the draft was tomorrow or today they would take Kayvon Thibodeaux. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. All right, you can support the channel uh, by doing those things. Or you can financially support the channel by financially support man. Cash App is CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Cash App Venmo roll at the bottom of the screen in the description. You just show love by just sharing and following me on social media and stuff of that nature. So I to me that kind of took me off surprise that Josina Anderson like you know you know kind of just said that out of nowhere. Okay, that kind of shocked me. Okay, um, very early in the process. I mean, it's not even 100% sure thing they had a number one pick. For God's sake, they literally, they literally just got eliminated from the officially from the playoffs. So, so yeah, like I said before, it ain't like you know, it ain't like they said a player that might go into the they might say a guy that might go into the top 15, top 20. I mean, I think um, if we all took Kayvon, if we can get Kayvon Thibodeaux, I think everybody be happy. He's a good player. I seen some of his tape. All right, he's a really solid player. I mean, really good player, and really what's gonna separate him if him and Hutchinson are or him and Hutchinson are the two what's really gonna separate them, other than the interviews and stuff of that nature. What really is gonna separate them is gonna be the testing. That's what's really gonna separate them is gonna be the testing. Okay, so we got to remember that the testing. I mean, literally not wondering. I'm talking about the bench press and the 40 time and the agility drill, because right now they both are probably gonna stand up. They can stand up, but the testing is what's gonna separate. That 40 time is gonna be critical. And that may have no bearing on anything. That literally may have no bearing on anything. But yeah, when I seen with Kibba though, he can play the run well. He can rush the passer. Yeah, he's a complete defensive end, most definitely. But medicals, and your sexuality and how you interview, that seems of this generation, I guess, for social media, shining the spotlight more on it. That seemed to kind of be, things that separate these guys, man. The shit that don't matter. Now if you run a really poor 40 time, I mean, pretty much that's on you. For some reason, my house is ridiculously hot, and I turned the heat off like hours ago. I wish it was that high when my power was out this weekend. But James Smith, what it do? Tumbo, salute. My boy Aaron, what's good? Hope everything is all good. 78 kicks, salute. Let me get, hey, 78, man. Where the grades at? The 11s, man. Trying to get my hands on them 11s that just dropped. Quote, we know he is Deion Jordan over again without the substance abuse. Same skill set, body type. I think they should trade down and gather more assets and be quality players. Like I said, I'm not sure the evaluation of Deion Jordan. He was a freak. He definitely was a freak, but I think Thibodeaux was a better football player from what I've seen. I think he's a better football player. He plays the run. Now I don't know about that thing that pump in his chest, but I think the thing about trading down is that you deprive the star talent. If you got a guy up there that's going to be the next Khalil Mack, or he's going to be the next, Joe Burrows or something, you got to take him. You deprive the talent. Now, if the right deal comes about, how many teams historically in the last 10 years traded down the number one pick? How many? That is, let's just start from 2010, right? We go back 11. How many teams historically have traded down? Let's talk about that. How many teams have said, "Oh no, I'm not gonna do it." No matter if the player was a bust or not a bust, you welcome to join it. I'm gonna add a phone line next year too. I think that should be dope. Figure that whole Skype thing out. I might just hold the phone to the get a Google phone number, hold the phone to the damn speaker for a minute, but I'm gonna do it the right way. I ain't gonna do it the nigga rig. Well, so Sam Bradford, he wasn't the guy that was traded. Remember he avoided Detroit. That's how Stafford got to Detroit. You know, but obviously he was injury prone. I think he was like one of the last guys to get that uncapped, that uncapped money. Look at Trent Williams still doing it. He the only guy tackle that's rated higher since week 6 than Panisa Will. I just didn't like how he did RG3. So Sam Bradford, that wasn't a trade. Cam Newton, they didn't trade out. So we got one bust and one good guy. And Sam Bradford looked good. He did look like a sure thing to some people. Andrew Luck, they didn't trade out, or Washington didn't trade out, right? Kansas City didn't trade out, and that's the year Deion Jordan came out. There you go, right there. He was number 3. He took Ezekiel Answer that year. A lot of people want Barsegius Mingo. I think Answer was a better player. There was questions about Answer's age, and I think we kind of figured out that he was older than what he actually was. Most people assume that with the injuries, but I mean, also you had Jonathan Cooper who never panned out. Tavon Austin never reached what we thought he was. D. Miller definitely didn't pan out. Chance Warmack, he was not sure how good he was. DJ Fluker, he's still around, I believe. So Sheldon Richardson kind of flaked out. Kenny Guerrero had an injury start. Halia Tulu doing it. Hayden did play here, but he had a serious injury. But he did play here coming into the league. He had a serious injury. So EJ Manuel, he on ESPN. I mean, just looking back at some of these dudes, man. Xavier Rhodes reborn in Minnesota. DeAndre Hopkins will miss the Lions game this weekend, by the way. I may do a video on it later. But yeah, he will miss the Lions game this weekend. I might do a video tomorrow on it. So he might miss a couple weeks. So Arizona just can't. The problem with Arizona, bro, is Kyler Murray can't stay healthy. They always gonna have to have a really good backup back there. Kyler Murray can't stay healthy, and neither can DeAndre Hopkins at this point. So I mean, and I meant to talk about in the receiver video I did earlier. I meant to talk about also Christian Kirk might be a guy they might look at too. If they get rid of a couple of these guys. So. Oh yeah, make sure with everybody. Make sure the thumbs up button. Okay, so Jadeveon Clowney didn't trade out. I mean, some good names there that year. We took Erica Ebron over Taylor Lewan, over Odell Beckham, and Aaron Donald in consecutive order, right? Blake Bortles with number 3. I mean, what other quarterback went this year? Johnny Manziel, nasty year for quarterbacks. Teddy Bridgewater probably was the best one. Derek Carr, okay, he went in second. I remember this draft. Jimmy Garoppolo. So yeah, later quarterbacks were better. But yeah. So we keep going. So we look at it. Jameis Winston and Mariota didn't trade out of those spots. Dante Fowler never really, he playing, but not really living up. Mark Cooper solid. Kevin White never panned out. Always injured. Leonard Willis is solid. Brandon Sheriff is solid. Kevin Big Beasley kind of had his time. Gurley kind of passed his prime, taking time off. So, that was a solid draft, by the way. So, MVP Cam Newton's MVP the year. This year was Matt Ryan's MVP. Jared Goff and Carson Wentz. They didn't trade out that spot. So, I mean, let me know am I wrong in the comment section. I'll be right there. Tom Brady's MVP in 2017. They didn't trade out for Myles Garrett. Trubisky went number 2. I've been saying he went number 3, but he went number 2. Mahomes then went 10. And somehow Deshaun Watson went 12. So, I mean, that year, Detroit took Jared Davis. A lot of people want O.J. Howard, too, man. I don't forget you guys. Jabril Peppers, Tre'Davious White, and T.J. Watt was the difference makers there. We missed there. 18, Patrick Mahomes was the MVP. Baker Mayfield, Sam didn't trade out that spot. Sam Darnold and company. Josh Allen was the best quarterback there. Rosen got a raw deal. We know that, but it is what it is. Mentally, how can you recover from that? 2019, Lamar Jackson was the MVP. They didn't trade out for Kyler Murray. I remember I made a video saying they should trade for Kyler Murray. Took Hawkinson that year. Colin Farrell, he didn't pan out. Quentin Williams is pretty good. Nick Bosa is fucking awesome. Devin White is great. So great year, Devin. Ed Oliver, he all right. Devin Bush, a beast. I mean, Rashad Gary, he's starting to figure it out. So it was a good, pretty good draft at the top. So, yep. Titus Howard, the tackle was in there. MVP 2020, Aaron Rodgers this last year. Cincinnati didn't trade out that pick. Obviously, the biggest mistake is here. I mean, here, not taking here, Justin Herbert. So, yep. And that's last year, they didn't trade out the spot for Trevor Lawrence. So, I see more quarterbacks in the end. Like I said, quarterbacks are going to rise. They're going to rise to the top. We know that. Good, bad, in between. We know that. Cobra, what's going on? Cobra Gaming, what's going on? See, I need to see more film of him, but right now, KT got the edge over Aiden. I mean, yep. I like Aiden better, but yeah, I don't watch a lot of, Kayvon. What's the Discord? Do you follow? Do you allow us to join the stream and talk football? I don't have a Discord. Yeah, I'm going to create one, but I got one for the other channel. You want the link? Hit me up on social media. I send it to you. Time 15 draft. That's it. The 15 draft. So I was wrong. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Somebody dog hollering. Okay. Let's see if we can get back that far. Let's see. He said the 15 draft. So Jameis Winston, yeah, it wasn't a trade out. Yeah, they took Jameis. That wasn't a trade out. So, he said, salute, bro, Greg. He said, you're on the road 2 last weeks a week. Yeah, I'm on the road. Yeah, he's right. Javarius Perrin, what's going on? James Smith, he said, man, 2016. Okay, hold on. Jared Goff. Oh, yeah, what? Yeah, was that a trade? No, I think the Rams had the worst record that year. I could be wrong. You might be. I think they did have the worst record. I could be wrong. You probably right. That might trade. He said, seeing that 2014 draft still hurt my soul. We could have had a prime Sue and Aaron Donald. Yep. And the defensive line coach with Washburn, I think that was him. He did a story a couple of years ago. He was saying that he was begging them to take that guy. And they said he was smart, man. He said he was too small. I think that's where it went. Terrell Williams' question is, do we take someone with a 3-year of production, someone with 1 year production? We shouldn't overthink this. I mean, when you talking about, are you talking about Kayvon Thibodeaux only having 1 year production? Or are you talking about Aiden Hutchinson only having 1 year production? I think you're talking about Thibodeaux. So you can articulate that in the comment section if I'm wrong. But you look at career-wise, which they I just ain't doing me. There we go. So yeah. I mean, you look at it. 14 games played, 8 solo tackles, 2 assists. We get it. All right. 2020, 7 games played, 3. So I mean, he's speaking facts, bro. This is sacks. He's speaking facts. 14, 24 solo assists, 11 assists, 35, 38. Being 7 games played, whatever reason that was. 3 solo tackles, 3 solo sacks. 2. I mean, so he had 8 sacks, 2 assisted. So he had 9 total sacks his first year, 3 and 7. So I mean, he had 2 good years. I mean, 24 total tackles and 35 overall. So I mean, you look at that. So you look at Aiden Hutchinson. Let's fact check him real quick. So just another statistic. So career-wise, they should look different. They keep resetting it. Must be the website. So yeah, he had 34 total tackles. This was year 1. He had 5, 10 assisted, no sacks. Year 2, he had 4.5 sacks. He had 34 solo, 34 assisted, 68 total tackles. 2020, He had 15 total tackles. He had no sacks. He only played 3 games. So 2021, he was 32 solo tackles, 22 assisted, 14 sacks. So I mean, tackles for loss and 13 sacks. So I think he may be talking about Aiden Hudson may be the only guy. Maybe the one he said. So I mean, shit, they both really around the same when you talk about production, bro. He stayed 4 years. He stayed 3, so the production is pretty much the same. Tennessee traded the number 1 pick to the Rams and 2, I think, for multiple first-round picks to get Jared. All right, thank you. All right, bet. I think they had number 2 that year too. So they traded down 1 spot. Now look at Hutchinson. He said whoever get KT or Aiden and trade Flowers better. Aiden, he doesn't matter. He's definitely out the door. That's a fact. He's definitely out the door. And then, too, like I said, I'm not against taking David Ojabo too, because the Lions always don't fill one whole position, bro. If you think about it, they always nickel and dime somewhere. They should go ahead and shore it up. And if Romeo and Julian can step up and show something, you can flip Romeo Core. You got good depth at the end position, but also it's just you may lose Tracy Walker, and then also you got to replace Will Harris, and also you're really weak in the inside linebacker position. So I mean, you don't want to have 2 veteran inside linebackers in, because you're gonna have to overpay. So when you look at it, so you really probably want to go young. The inside linebackers you can find mid to late first round. It's very rare that you see somebody, like Patrick Willis went inside the top 5. You know what I'm saying? I think he went in the top 10. I could be wrong, but very rare. Eric Kendricks, he went late first. Bobby Wagner second. So really, if you're talking about priority number 1 as far as overall team outside the quarterback position, it's probably the inside linebacker position. And you probably going to want to take 2 guys there. Honestly, you probably going to find. That's why I really was attracted to them trading down and ended up with Jared Davis that went to the Washington football team, and ended up with our man that got in trouble and Zaven Collins. I really like them inside linebackers. Both freaks athletically. Both can do everything. Tackle machines. Athletic to play in man. Athletic to drop in zone. In deep half. You can play cover 2 with them. You can play 3-4. You can play 4-3. I mean, both of them I think had the potential to play on the edge, and Zaven Collins was playing on the edge a little bit. He can get sacked. So, like I said before, man, those 2 guys was were perfect to kind of double dip last year. Perfect to grow your defense around whoever you were. But I really fell in love with those 2 players last year. Davis from the football team and Zaven Collins. The defensive end on the other side, Hudson. Yeah, that's David Ojabo. That's him. I was saying, it was talks about, Mike Valenti put it out there that they should take both of those guys. And I'm like, dude, that's not a bad idea. We got a lot of needs, CJ. I mean, you could never have too much pass rushers. And then you forget they're going to have like 4 or 5 compensatory picks. So, I mean, you really can get away with it, especially when you go out there and get like Jimmy Garoppolo or you get Tua Tagovailoa or somebody that could be serviceable at the quarterback position to hold you over the next year. You definitely can do it, And also you can flip Romeo Core next year for a future pick. So, yeah. And like I said before, people didn't like what I said about Craig Reynolds and DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams, man. Craig Reynolds showed enough. If he can show more down the stretch, man, you really can get behind Craig Reynolds next year and find you another scat back. People didn't like I said that, but, and Jamar Jefferson, down the stretch is going to be interesting. Godwin Nobuchi had a tough year, but I like his potential. You literally can run the offensive line, and those backs are so talented. You really can run with Godwin and Bucci, Jamar Jefferson, Craig Reynolds, and find somebody next year. You really can move. You really can send Jamal Williams back to the Rams, or send Swift somewhere. You literally could and save money. You could take that money, play Walker, which I think Walker deserved this year, and pay Amani Oruwariye. Real talk. And have some left over. You also got Jeff Okudah, so you got some future trade chips. You sure do. You got a lot of trade chips on this team for 2023 draft, which you can, you'll have 2 first-round picks. You got a lot of trade chips you could turn in next year. Somebody else that look like a stud, Charles Harris, he's a stud. So, I mean, I don't mind and I'm not just saying that because I like Michigan. I don't mind loading up on a position. Unknowingly last year, we loaded up on cornerback. Price, Parker, what's the other kid I named earlier? I found his, I forget his name. All them. We unknowingly found 3 good corners. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get this man name tonight. Hold on, I overlooked him. I'm gonna get it right. I ain't gonna disrespect this man. Hold on, I'm gonna get it together. And Melifano too. I forgot about him. Um, um, what's the dude name? Jerry Jacobs. Okay, yeah, you got Jerry Jacobs too. Is pretty good. So you want to only loaded up on corner. You can say, oh, go defense, go this, go that, go receiver. I mean, I get it, but you could do something that people won't think about doing. Instantly, you become better. Rushing the quarterback is nothing better than that. The defense really coming up. They need to draft offense early and often. You can find good defense. Well, I'm just saying, you can say that, but like I said, you can wait. You can draft offense early and still get it wrong. You gotta take the best available talent, guys. That's gonna be studs. And if you can trade down and get Aiden Hutchinson and the cornerback rises up, you can still end up with a Jabo and extra picks. Well, that's the game plan. Same thing for Thibodeaux. That's the game plan. If you can get 2 bookends, bro, you showcase Romeo Okoro. And Okoro, people say, we got Okoro. Okoro looked pretty bad standing up last year. Maybe if he didn't get injured, he would have looked better down the stretch, but he looked pretty bad standing up. So Hutchinson stats are a little more inflated. I mean, yeah. When you look at it, he had 4.5 sacks in 2019, 34 tackles. 2020, he must have got injured. Okay. Then this year, his stats are comparable to 2019, other than the sacks. He had 4.5 more tackles and loss. And he had 14 more total tackles in 2019. So yeah, he got 2 years of really good production. And you can't really count the freshman year, but he got 2 years, and last year he must have got injured. So yeah. So yeah, he got 2 years of good production. So do Thibodeaux. Thibodeaux just got injury history, like knick-knack. Y'all should trade y'all first to see. I mean, we good. Y'all keep it OC. There's nothing wrong with double dipping at one position. If you watch college football this season, there's really no true number 1 first round talent this year. Yeah, number 1 overall. I mean, yeah, but then when you get into the draft, somebody gonna rise. And I guarantee you, I'm gonna tell you 2 guys who probably gonna rise for this reason. Willis is gonna rise if he run a fast 40. And his arm talent his arm strength is there. He gonna rise just based off. If you look at the league, we go through the league right now. Rodgers is really a dual threat. Justin Fields is a dual threat. You go down to the NFC South. You got who? Cam Newton is a dual threat. And they got the backup too. But other than that, Taysom Hill is a dual threat. He's starting now. You go to Dallas when Dak Prescott trusts the ankle. He's a dual threat. Jalen Hurts a dual threat. Russell Wilson is still a dual threat. Kyler Murray is a dual threat. All right, Trey Lance is going to be the future. He's a dual threat. So you talking about 9 of the 16 teams in the NFC got dual threats. You go to the Bengals, you might can make a case for Joe Burrow being a dual threat, but we'll say Lamar Jackson. Ryan Tannehill was known for running down in the South. Deshaun Watson. He's a dual threat, even though he's not playing this year. Trevor Lawrence, he's a dual threat. Can't really say Carson Wentz can't run, but I won't say dual threat. Then you look at Josh Allen, dual threat. Then you go down. Mahomes can be a dual threat. Justin Herbert can be a dual threat. So you talking about over half the league or half the leagues are dual threats. So of course, if he run a good 40 time, he show enough potential at the chalkboard. And so forget the chalkboard. As long as the Wonder Willick ain't scored too low, as long as his chalkboard game ain't too low, as long as he can really spin it with his arm and he run a good 40, he's gonna rise. Mark my words. And Kenny Pickett is the other guy. With Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers and those guys playing late in their 30s and 40s. The age of Kenny Pickett not gonna matter. His athleticism on that 60-yard some run the other day with the fake slide, he already rising. All he got to do is just not be too bad in one category. The medicals got to check out. The chalkboard game got to be solid. He's another guy that's just gonna rise because he's very talented. So, like I said before, Trubisky rose up in the draft. Jake Locker rose up in the draft. Jay Cutler rose up in the draft. Ryan Tannehill was a receiver, converted quarterback, or whatever you want to say. He rose up in the draft. So I'm telling you, these quarterbacks, Matt Carroll, and then also the guy that got the biggest opportunity to make a name for himself is Desmond Ridder of Cincinnati. So don't be surprised. I'm telling y'all, a quarterback is going to rise into the top 5. It always happens. He said, Jay Smith, how many times has the defense looked bad this year outside of Philly? They've been competing, bro. Noodle arms, got to push it downfield, get some good route runners. Well, then again, we not worried about Noodle arm being the future. They got to come out with they have to have a contingency plan for Jared Goff this year. If it's a rookie, if it's Tua, if it's, Jalen Hurts, if Tua or they get rid of him in Philly, they got to have a contingency plan for Jimmy Garoppolo, whoever it may be. They have to have a contingency plan. If it's Jacoby Brissett, they got to kind of push him. So my thing is Noodle Arm start pushing it down the field when he did have Josh Bruner. That's true. But right now, bro, I do agree, but you got other options to fill the quarterback. I'm worried about filling the quarterback position more than the receivers, because if you look at free agency, it's some good receivers from Michael Gallup to Christian Kirk to Allen Robinson, the native, Devontae Adams, and there's a lot of good free agent receivers. You can plug one of those receivers in, and Josh Reynolds has showed the capability to be an okay number 2. You could bring him back for some money, and then you okay. You got Cephas that can spell both up 1 and 2 guys. He really an inside guy, and Brown is really excelling in the slot. So to be honest with you, you can just say, oh, we can bring Raymond back. He could be our stretch the field guy. So yeah, receiver can be patched up this year with just signing a big name receiver. It could be patched up. And then you could take the Meacham kid who tore his knee up and just develop him behind the scenes and bring him back in 2023 or late in 2022, and you good. So there are ways out here. You know what I'm saying? So you can't give up on. Well, you can convert to safety. I mean, I think they said Bobby Price was a safety at one point. Somebody was saying in the chat. So yeah, you definitely can't give up on him, but you can showcase him next year and you can flip him. If you're talking about you're gonna add 2 defensive ends, no matter what. What if you really like a kid? Remember they got a few Pittsburgh picks projected too, like 4 or 5 of them. You draft a kid and you think he's really good at defensive end. You find a gem in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round undrafted, and you take a defensive end, Thibodeaux or Hutchinson. Come on, you really gonna think about flipping Romeo Core depending on how the contract structure. Then also you got to remember too, they got to find the guard. Stenberger got injured, and Evan Brown and another guy that got injured, so they got to find the guard. So I don't think that's hard. Or High Tide can take a pay cut. I don't think that's gonna happen, but we should move up with LA and see if we can steal the 6'3" corner out of Cincy. I ain't seen him before. I see him in the national championship game. They got enough corners, bro. Like, corner is not a problem, bro. I'm not concerned about a corner. Even if you lose Amani Ararie in free agency, I'm not really worried about it. Parker gonna be healthy next year. What's the kid name I just said? Melofano's gonna be healthy next year. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Jacobs is gonna be healthy next year. I'm not really concerned about a corner. Now, if the value is right at the pick, or he's just like Derek Stingley and he failed to me and he just blew me out with his workout and his interviews, then yeah, I can't pass up on a guy that's talented. But right now, that's not the priority. Safety is more of a priority than the cornerback position. We can't trade him until he's healthy anyway. Let's see where he get him. No, I said you can showcase him. I didn't say you can trade him right away. I said you can showcase him. So you can't, I said you can trade him. I said you can showcase him, then flip him. Same thing for Romeo Core when he come back. So no, I didn't say trade Jeff Okudah. I said you can showcase him, then trade him. Can Hudson play a 3 technique or strong enough? No, he ain't gonna go on the inside, bro. He not big enough. His body, he just a little thicker than Kayvon Thibodeaux. He thicker, but yeah, he built a little bit different. They around the same weight, but he just seemed a little bit more sturdy. He can't go on the inside. He puts you in a mindset of TJ Watt, bro. That's who he put you in the mindset of, is TJ Watt, bro. That's exactly, I'm pretty sure. Let's see a TJ Watt draft profile. That's kind of not because he white. I mean, it do got something to do with him, but you get what I'm saying. I just say structurally why they remind me of each other. This is my opinion. So you see him, he come out, he was 6'4.5", 252, 33 and 1/8 arms, 11-inch hands. He ran a 4.69 bench. So yeah, he put me in the mindset of him. Quite frankly, he put me in the mindset of TJ Aiden Hutchinson. They literally damn near built the same. Hutchinson is a couple pounds more heavier coming out. Oh, we'll see. They be lying about the number. So yeah, they remind me of each other. And they say Hutchinson Riley, a 4.6 guy, unofficially at college. So yeah. Ain't nobody going to the inside, bro. At all. Can Hutchinson, okay. A Hutchinson look like JJ Watt coming in. But he more TJ Watt. He knows he's a dude that he's an edge guy. He's not a guy that's gonna get on the inside. And Zorky is gonna be your 3 technique guy that can really penetrate and get upfield. When he consistently get chances. But he's the only guy on the team that can play that position. So the Lions should be in the market for another 3 technique. Another penetrating, because you look at Brockers and Nick Williams, they fucking run stoppers. Panizzi is the only other guy that really maybe can give you some penetration, because Deshaun Hand, he got released or he got an injury settlement, so he gone. So, yeah, like I said before, if you're talking about overall needs on the team, we're talking about a guard. If High lose, you're really talking about really guard, receivers. Offensively, that's it. Brock Wright showing that he could be probably maybe a solid 2-second tight. So guard, receivers, quarterback, real 3. Defensively, if you look, you're probably looking at, you lose Walker, you're looking at 2 safeties. You're looking at 2 inside linebackers. You're probably looking at minimum another guy that can penetrate on the defensive end in the line of scrimmage and the defensive end. So, or a standing up linebacker. That's it. And building depth. So, like I said before, at the cornerback position, you got Melifano, you got Parker, Jerry J. You got a lot of talent coming back. Really, if I had to prioritize the needs, bro, in my opinion, number 1 would be a quarterback. Number 2 for me would be the inside linebacker position. Number 3 would be a wide receiver as of right now. Number 4 would be both of the safety spots, and then number 5 would probably be that that another defensive lineman that can rush the passer. So, showing your scouting departments are flawed. That he lasted till the 29th pick. Yeah, a lot of them. This should be a defensive focus. I don't think it should be. I mean, once you look at it, bro, you say, what is the biggest problem? What's the biggest problem with the Detroit Lions? It's the quarterback position on the field, literally. That's the biggest problem. So, this draft should be focused on talent base, best available. If you outside the quarterback, is talent base. If you go out there and draft all defensive players before be it, but the defense, and even in the losses, bro, it's been because the offense can't sustain drives. Even with the run game, they can't sustain drive. The quarterback position is by far the biggest error on this team. It's bar none, even more than the coaching, the drafting. The drafting was pretty good this year. That position is by far, no matter how you look at it, we lost more games because of quarterback play than anything else. So that's something that you either got to put a stopgap on, or before you got to get it right. If you don't take Pickett right, whoever it is, Pickett, Ryder, Carroll, and they become stars somewhere else, no matter if it's system based, you're gonna be in trouble. And also, you got Mike Williams, a receiver that's a free agent too. The dude from the Chargers. So yeah, if you don't get the core, if you missed out on Fields and Fields look promising, and you missed out on Mac Jones, he looked promising. We got to wait on everybody else, Davis Mills, Kellen Mond, and you pass up this year too. And you already passed up on Justin Herbert a couple years ago with the other Richie, you're going to be in deep trouble. A quarterback covers more blemishes than anything else. It's the best makeup you can buy for a football team. Look at Aaron Rodgers. The Lions be messing up drafting positions they don't need as much in football with their hot picks like tight end receivers and cornerbacks. Well, historically, we did get the receiver because we ended up getting a return on Roy Williams to Dallas. But historically, Calvin Johnson was a great pick. But yeah, Mike Williams and Charles Rogers were bad picks. You look at Stafford draft. Would the Lions have taken anything better? You talking about with Stafford? No, Stafford was the guy there. I mean, we can go back. So 2000. 9 NFL draft, I believe it was. Could have been 10. Yeah, it was 2009. So, I mean, look, you tell me. Jason Smith, the tackle, Tyson Jackson, Aaron Curry, linebacker, Mark Sanchez, Andre Smith, Darius Hayward Bay, Gene Moore, BJ Raji, Michael Crabtree, round of top 10. Next 10 is Aaron Maven, Noshawn Moreno, Brian Rapco. He went to like Texas, didn't he? Ohio State. No, it was Texas. Malcolm Jenkins, maybe, Brian Cushing, Larry English, Josh Freeman, Robert Ayers, Jerry McClellan from Missouri, Brandon Pettigrew. The next one was Alex Mack, Hall of Famer probably. Percy Harvin, Michael Orr, Puree Jerry, Vontae Davis was a good one. Clay Matthews, really good one. Running back down the bottom of UConn, Eric Wood, Hakeem Hicks, Kenny Britt, Beanie Wells, Evander Hood. So I don't know. I think Stafford was the guy. I think Stafford was the guy. What's going on, my brother? Hold on, I got you on mute. Hold on. I think Stafford was the guy. Hold on. All right. Yeah, we good.
What's good, brother?
What's going on?
Not much. Yeah, so I'm looking at this whole draft scenario right now. Like, I'm kind of with you on that double dip in that defensive end. Like, taking KT and the kid David from Michigan.
Yeah, Ajabo.
Yeah, that would actually be a good look because that would easily fix they pass rush problem.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
you got guys like Charles Harris too, who really shined in that Vikings game. I think it was.
yeah, Charles Harrison, he's surprising a lot of people right now because everybody labeled him as a bust, and it just seemed like he was in a bad situation everywhere he went. Like, it's finally the Lions are figuring out how to utilize some of the players on their team in the right way.
It's a different regime.
Yeah, but that's always been the problem. Like, they have people, they try to fit people where they never played that, and then bad because they suck at it.
A lot of things gonna shake up between now and April. I'm telling you, it's a quarterback that's gonna rise in there, bro. I can guarantee it, bro.
Right now,
Fellas.
was
What's
good.
going on? I guarantee you, there's a quarterback that's gonna rise in the top 5, right or wrong. And I'm thinking it's gonna be Pickett or Willis. So if Willis do a 4 or 5, maybe a early 4-6,
You
he's
say
gonna
top
be
5?
somebody gonna Trubisky Rose, bro.
It's gonna be.
I
It's gonna
don't
be
know
somebody.
this year, guy.
Why? I'm telling you, it's Kenny Pickett or
The only possibility I really see is if boy Desmond Ritter just show his ass against Alabama.
I think so, but not
If
old boy.
he just show his whole complete ass against Alabama, people are gonna have to look. And then of course, the combine, he throws some nice throws.
But what's
Yeah.
Oh, he bought. Hey, look, he bought versus Alabama. He ain't gonna need a combine. Why you bullshitting?
Yeah, that's
True
true.
indeed. True indeed. True.
But I'm telling you, if the way the league is going, over half the league are dual threats. If that dude run fast and Pickett just like his medical and stuff, they're going to rise, bro. And I'm in the top. I'm telling you, the top 5, bro. They're gonna inflate them. They always inflate quarterbacks every year.
You know what? I could honestly see Pickett going number 1.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yep.
And I could just, like, if you read articles like the Lions are doing so much research on Pickett, Brad Holmes went out to see a couple of his games. He took the owner out there to see a couple of his games.
And also the
brother.
it
wouldn't be a bad pick. It wouldn't be a bad
I'm
pick.
telling you, if the brother run fast, watch what I tell you. If he got enough arm and he run fast, I guarantee you, bro, just because of the trend of the league going, the way the league is trending, bro, they're gonna be like, man, don't be surprised if Cleveland don't creep in there and try to trade with us too.
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, Greg? Like, if Cleveland gonna try to trade with us too, even the first or the second pick. I'm telling you, watch what I tell you. Baker Mayfield is the problem. They're not gonna pay. They gonna probably pay him a little quicker. If you can put your headphones on, Greg, you'll be Gucci.
For sure. Yeah, man. I'm actually at work right now, bro. I just wanted to get on for a minute, bro, and tell you, man. I fuck with the channel, man. Keep going hard, bro. I watch every video that you drop, bro. So appreciate it, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
No doubt, man. Next time you go live, bro, I'm gonna definitely jump on with you, bro.
All right, for sure. You find me on social media, I'll shoot you a link.
For sure, man.
You see they burning Deion Sanders jerseys in Florida State?
I
Because
mean,
they took the
mad
number
at him.
one recruit. Like, dog, he potentially could be y'all next head coach, and y'all messing that up.
No, I think Deion actually want to do right by these kids. I don't think it's about the money.
And definitely not about the money, but he do want to be on that big stage. He gonna find a successor to take over Jackson State. Watch what I tell you. It ain't gonna be no time soon though, but
No, I give him a couple more years.
yeah, I give him like 4 or 5 more years. Like he
Yeah,
turning,
after his son graduate.
yeah, for sure. And like I said before, the dude, the number one, like what the number 2 overall player of the country, that's huge, bro.
Yeah, that was impressive, man. That was impressive.
Hell yeah, but yeah, like I said, it's gonna be somebody that rise, bro. And they already came. Dan Campbell already came out. Let me get this out the way. He said that there's no validity to what Josina Anderson reported. It's saying that they favoring Kayvon Thibodeaux. He says no. We already knew kind of like yeah. So yeah, if you can turn off your background noise, that'd be good. I don't know who that TV is, but my boy Man B say, well, Lions draft Kenny Pickett with the second first round pick in the second round. He's projected. He has flaws, but he has a big arm. He looks like a poor man. What about other dude, bro? The dude from Nevada.
No, he's for sure a second round pick.
Yeah, I mean, you might get him. He got a big arm too, bro.
Now, the one that I was talking about at Arizona State, he talking about he coming back. So that's a bummer because he would have been there 3rd or 4th round. Perfect guy. Jaden Daniels.
But yeah, like Carson Strong, I mean, people talking about Sam Howell. I just really ain't never been a fan of his. But
to me,
too much like Baker.
He a worse version of Stafford.
Yeah, I think with you going out to these Minnesota and going out to Green Bay, you need somebody with an arm and got the hand size.
Yeah.
So you need somebody that can. The arm is important. Like I said before, if the brother run fast and throw good, he gonna creep up there and pick it. If they don't care about the age no more because you got quarterbacks being protected and they playing into their late 30s and 40s nowadays. But for him, it's just gonna be about his flaws.
I really think that Willis kid, he gonna have the first round talent. He gonna test well, but one, he ain't got the color for it because they gonna.
Yeah, you might be right. Like he might slide if he a top 5 guy and he run well and let's say he tests good, he probably gonna be a top 15, 20 guy.
I honestly think he's gonna be a second round pick.
No, he gonna rise, bro. I'm telling you, just over half the league is dual threats now. Think about
it. I'm not talking what you saying. It's just
he gonna.
Skin complexion. Then like they always gonna throw out.
But I'm not saying we.
I feel what he's saying.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But I think what's gonna help him is Lamar Jackson's success. I think that's what's gonna help him.
They're trying to hate on Lamar Jackson every chance they get.
But he just taking too many blows, bro. It's to the point where they really got to say, what? He got the talent. It's to the point where they really got to say, you know what? We got to spread this shit out and just if we got to throw 5 and 10 yard passes in the spread offense, that's what we gonna have to do. They got to start protecting that kid, bro.
Yeah. I mean, they always discredit that black quarterback, like he was saying, because even Lamar Jackson went 32 after winning the Heisman.
That's lucky. That's lucky. Hold on,
what more does he have to do?
We made progress because Charlie Ward. He said, "Look, if I don't go in the first round, man, I'm going to hoop." And Charlie Ward, that's what happened. So we did make some progress, and nigga 32 getting drafted at all. And Charlie Ward, man, today, if he played today, man, Charlie Ward would be a bona fide year in year out MVP, bro. The way they spreading it out, yeah, man. The way they spreading that shit out with him. Hell yeah, but like I said with Willis too, if he show a little bit of flaw, man, he gonna slide. We know that for a fact.
Yeah.
If he come in an interview, yo, what's up, dog? Or he don't talk proper English, man, he gonna slide, bro. We already know that. Man, why did Russell Wilson slide, bro? Why? Because his age.
Yeah, among other things.
And I'm rooting for the Texans to win, man, because that'll make our first pick more tempting for them to try to exchange a head up for Watson.
But they also got to play the Jaguars and the Jets. So
yeah, next week.
So yeah,
that's what I'm geeked about.
But to me, bro, it really don't matter if they 1 and 2. It do matter because you could trade up and trade down. But what's gonna really help the Lions if it's a quarterback that shoot up? Because think about it.
But that's what I'm saying. That the Texans win, ain't they going to move out of it to like third or something?
But yeah, they got the asset. They got the assets to move right back up too, though.
Yeah.
But my thing too about us, the quarterback. We need a quarterback. They think we take a quarterback. We can get a king's ransom for that number 1 pick if they really did think about it.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah, but like I
Who
said,
y'all gonna get it from?
I mean,
Philadelphia Eagles.
Cleveland, the Eagles, the
Dolphins. I was about to say Cleveland for sure.
Eagles just came up because remember last year with the Dolphins.
Yep.
Dolphins traded back and then traded back up.
But then also, but also too, you might end up with a stopgap in Jalen Hurts for a minute.
That's why I think the Eagles gonna stay put.
No, they don't. There's been talks about they don't want him, bro. Since old boy got there. But DeJuan, he said, "What for Bryce and 23 next for Russell?" And so I say, taking Will. But like I said, it might be somebody we don't see coming. I remember Chris Johnson rose up in the first round because he ran like a 4.2.
Yeah, nobody even heard of.
Hell no. They ran a 4.2 and it was a wrap. So, like I said, some good receivers in this draft too, bro. Drake London, a good possession receiver. The kid from Arkansas. It's another guy.
But y'all need to circle George Pickens. Number 1 wide got ACL torn last year.
What about the kid from Alabama?
He's going to destroy Michigan in the bowl game. He is 6'5".
The cat that caught the touchdown.
6'5", guys. Get ready.
What about taking the other dude too from Alabama that tore his knee up? Meacham.
No. This nigga 6'5".
But you can take both. What I'm saying? You can take both of them probably.
Yeah, I think.
You can take Meacham.
I think he's gonna go in the late round.
But look, take this out.
Who, Pickens?
Yeah, I honestly think he's gonna go in the late.
They already said he's gonna be first round.
Pickens is gonna smoke at the combine and get back in the first round. I fear.
But my thing is too, then with Meacham, you got like 4 or 5 compensatory picks between 4 and 6 round, and the 4th and 6th round too. You can take Meacham in the 3rd or 4th or 5th round, and you could just save him for next year.
I don't think he's gonna be able to run at the combine body.
But no. He's sliding to the 4th and 5th round because you basically taking an injured player and you redshirt him for his rookie year, so you're taking a risk. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you take one of them compensatory picks from losing all the guys you lost last year. You're taking a risk. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just you bring back Raymond, you probably bring back Reynolds. You just take the risk.
Yeah, you got to do that sometime, without a doubt, man. You know,
they ain't take a chance on the Honey Badger. They ain't take a chance on Janoris Jenkins. They don't take chances on character people, but. With Meacham, I think he showed enough in Auburn and this year. I think he showed enough where, but you got guys like Oslai from Ohio State, the kid from Alabama, the other guy that played on opposite of the old boy. So, yeah, receivers are, you got Gallup and Fritz, you got Christian Kirks, you got Devontae Adams, you got Allen Robinson native, got Mike Williams from the Chargers.
Allen Robinson, he done got paid, right? Watch him sign a 1-year deal with the Chiefs. Watch.
That's exactly what
Green Bay.
That's exactly what. Well, Aaron Rodgers, unless he stay, Aaron Rodgers sound like he gone.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers gone.
Yeah, unless they pay him the money he looking for.
The only way I see Aaron Rodgers stand is if they win the Super Bowl.
Nah, they got to pay him, bro, because they already put in this contract. He free. So they got to pay him, bro. So like I said before,
he's good now. He was just a little emotionally hurt.
No. They put it in the contract where that nigga's free.
They just restructured it now.
Devontae Adams gone too. So where he going? People saying Las Vegas. I don't know.
I don't know why people think Las Vegas is such a good spot to go to.
Especially with all
like a bunch of trade rumors. People want to go to the Raiders. I don't know why.
And especially when they got guns.
The root of all evil.
Yeah, they got guns and they murking people. Like, you got a racist. Did John Gruden just pop up being a racist? Did Mark Davis know who he hired? Come on, bro. Let's use our brains, bro.
Somebody did some snitching.
Don't be surprised.
That whole situation funny.
Don't be surprised if Trey Lance don't end up in Green Bay and Aaron back in the Bay Area, bro. Denver Broncos a good fit for him too. Perfect fit, Denver. They got one of the best receiving corps.
Like them old school quarterbacks, so I can see him going to Denver.
Yeah, Denver for sure. Denver, Denver is probably the number one pick. Or who else too? Who kick over Tennessee?
Denver would probably be a good spot though, because they got a defensive coach, so he probably just gonna let Aaron do what he want to do.
If
you feel me? They ain't gonna be clashing about the offense like that.
Yeah, if Derrick Henry come back and they add Aaron Rodgers with Julio and AJ, oh my God, that should be nasty. They defense already
terrible though.
They balling. They was balling versus Stafford the other week.
Bro, you already know Stafford a loser, bro.
Yeah,
you don't get no props for making Stafford look like he been looking since he been in the league, man.
You know who ain't looking sexy, but that's a good pick that Stafford passed over Charlotte, the Carolina Panthers.
I don't know what they're gonna do about their coach, though. They might have a whole new regime up in there next year.
Who else you
talk about Carolina?
Yeah, they got Matt Rule.
Yeah, they've been talking about putting him on the curb. Cleveland. Why we talking about every team but Cleveland?
Man, Cleveland need to do whatever they can to get Deshaun Watson. They got to get
Aaron Rodgers, bro. You put Rodgers.
Detroit need to do everything they can to get Deshaun Watson.
Nah, Deshaun Watson ain't waiving his no trade clause to come to know Detroit.
He going to Miami.
It's an urban city, man. Can we get the benefit of
the
doubt?
He's not doing that, bro. He's not doing that.
This isn't a guy from Texas, a white boy from Texas.
He said he won't waive it to go to Philly.
Hey, look, he got to be the first
so
quarterback.
What you think he gonna want to go to Detroit? He said he ain't going to Philly.
Hold on. But because there's some intrigue there. We have one of the best lines of football, bro. Deshaun Watson has been doing a lot without block.
But no,
you gotta understand. It means a lot. Russell Wilson is crying for block and can't get it.
Only way this shit working. Only way this.
I know it's Detroit and it's easy to throw it in the mud, but
no. Only way that's gonna work if they get that nigga part ownership, be the first quarterback to have ownership in the team.
Now ownership has a lot of say.
That ain't
have
happening.
A lot of say, like a captain.
If he the first, it is. He the first / ownership, or he the first / GM assistant.
No, GM they won't give him a title, but they'll give him say.
But what y'all gonna give up for him that's better than what Miami or Cleveland could offer?
The number one overall pick in the NFL draft.
And we get him to pick.
They gonna ask about 3 of them.
We got him to give.
I don't know. They gonna ask from other people. We have
but from Deshaun, I ain't trying to go to no place that's been so much trash. Where if what y'all giving for me, it's just gonna deplete the team completely. Because you can get from Cleveland what Cleveland would have to give. You can still have a lot to work with. Off of what they got to give up.
Aaron Rodgers is the guy for Cleveland. That's a fact. Aaron Rodgers is the perfect guy for Cleveland.
I don't care. Baker just not it. He's terrible. Facts. I don't know. I literally don't know what people saw in the film that made him thought he was better than Lamar in college. Because the tape showed Lamar was the best quarterback. I don't know how anybody thought anybody was better than Lamar. But Baker is doo-doo. And it's not even. And they try to defend him because they haven't had a quarterback in so long. That's what that do to you. You've had terrible quarterback play. Now you done got better than what you had in the last 20 years, which is still garbage. Now you're in love with it. They fans aren't.
But the thing about it is they might bring him back. But I didn't know how bad he was until I seen him play us.
But I'm gonna say this. It's hard to win in that division, and they did that. I give them that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's hard to win in their division, and they did that.
They get Aaron Rodgers, it's over with, bro.
I mean, they got the roster to do it. They just need a quarterback.
Yeah, and just draft one more like
Burner. That's literally, the quarterback suck when you say the team. Yeah, they stay full of dogs, but it's one thing, and it's a lot of teams they have a weakness. Like for example, when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, they didn't have the best running back group, but that still wasn't enough to hold them back from winning the Super Bowl. This quarterback is that bad. The Ravens won the Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer, but you can't win with Baker Mayfield, bro.
Trent Dilfer way better than Baker Mayfield, bro.
Baker Mayfield is
you can't use that the Ravens winning with Trent Dilfer, man. Because
they had like a short staff.
No. It's some similarities there, bro. You sit there.
Trent Dilfer.
You sit there. They had Jamal Lewis, but they got 2 of the best backs in the league in Chubbs and Kareem Hunt. Then you had Then you had Odell. Then you had Juice. Then you had Peoples Jones. Then you had
They got Njoku and Austin Hooper.
Then they had a really good offensive line at one point too. You know, before the injury started happening. So then you got Clown and you got Myles Garrett, who could be the MVP, the defensive MVP. Dog, man.
Bro, they defensive backfield is loaded too.
Trent Dilfer taking them at least in the AFC Championship game, bar minimum. Minimum. Carson Wentz at least. If he's
Nick Foles might be able to do something with them for real.
Bro, it's pathetic how bad he is, bro. But you know, everybody's seeing.
I literally don't understand how people justify it. Like,
you know,
this dude get more excuses than Deontay Wilder and Teofimo Lopez.
Look at your wrist right now, and that's your answer.
I already know. Yeah, he got the complexion for the protection.
And then he and every time you watch football, you watching TV. He in every other commercial.
Listen here, see, watch this. How Odell gets so much for that picture they posted on the boat, but this dude can be in every commercial every week and then play dog crap every single week.
Hold on, Odell's suspect than a motherfucker.
But not even just
what they got.
Hey, look, not even just
Odell did it to himself.
Hold on, too, but oh boy, Eli was putting that shit on the money. They lost because Odell.
I know. He dropped like 2 touchdowns. He dropped a touchdown and a huge big play. Y'all watched that game.
Playoff Eli is dangerous, nigga.
Yeah, he was playing like Joe Flacco. Yeah, he was balling it. He just Odell was dropping the passes. But you see, when Odell he had a terrible game. He had a terrible game that game. Baker's been crap all year, and all people do is just give him excuses.
If you put Prime McNabb on there, they'd be ushering him to the Hall of Fame with that roster,
bro. You put Matt Hasselbeck up there.
Matt Hasselbeck play though.
The main thing
I'm saying
is they thought Baker Mayfield had some legs to extend plays, and he don't. Nope. He flat out.
Now he ran like a 4.7, 4.8.
He ain't got the arm. He ain't got the arm to come through with it. So
he don't.
That's what it is.
When he throw it deep, it flutters, bro.
Another thing is like he is not good at reading plays. Like after his first read ain't there, he's not good. He doesn't have good anticipation, and he doesn't read the plays very well. That's why he's throwing a lot of picks.
You want to know another thing too? If they would have took Josh Allen, oh my god, bro. Oh, dog. I
don't know. I mean, I think Josh is the second best, but I'm still not too high on him because. But I will say that.
Hold on.
Since they got a lot of talent on that team, Josh Allen will probably do good because once the Bills got him some talent with Stephon Diggs.
How you play outside and can't run the ball? He got to run that bitch 10 to 20 times every game. He gonna be the next guy to get knocked out the game. Look, if you in Cleveland and they had Chubbs and Hunt, dog, Josh Allen be the most. He'll be just as dangerous as Lamar Jackson, bro. It's over.
I feel like with a lot of
him and
talent,
Jones
with that talent around him, he be a dog.
Man, look, Jarvis Landry probably averaged 150 receptions a year, easily, bro. He bigger than Cole Beat. Like, bro, that's where they missed out. Allen would have been perfect, bro. He don't complain. He just go out there, do his job, and he's an emotional leader, bro. They would have got behind Cleveland, messed up there. And he got an arm out this world, bro.
Coming out the draft, didn't Josh Allen have some kind of like racial not?
Yeah, like a tweet. And Stephen A. Smith got out there.
I would have cast a spell on him to do trash, so it didn't win the matter anyway. But that's why he's doing boo-boo right now.
Stephen A. came in here and said we shouldn't judge this guy off of one tweet. If he was a brother saying a white slur, this is despicable. This is unbearable. He needs to be his face and tone when talk. They did. He had brought Michael Eric Dyson on one time, bro, back in the day, and that's when they fired him. He was talking way too black, and they had fired him at first, and then they brought him back. He came back like that. Real talk. He came back like that. So, at the end of the day, they gave him some act right. They said he had allegedly got a DUI in Auburn Hills too.
Who was that?
Our Stephen A. So he said, hold on. James said Trent Dilfer, he is not better than Baker. Man, did you watch him prior to Baltimore? He had something from the 60s throwing.
Bro, listen. Trent Dilfer, he won. Baker can't win. And so it don't even matter.
I would even say that Trent Dilfer benefited from that Ravens defense. You was not moving the ball on that defense.
That is true.
Hold on,
that's the legendary defense.
Look, true. I'm not gonna lie about that.
The best defense ever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie about that, but I'm not nearly comparing Cleveland to to them guys. But I just want y'all to see something, bro. Other than
Bro,
the
you could put error for error. Baltimore, they had a great defense, but the Browns, these last few years, they've been a great roster, and Baker's failed with them.
Other than like in the Kansas City Chiefs game, they played pretty well too. Even though, but look, they gave up 6 versus the Bears, 21 versus Houston. They gave up 7 versus Minnesota. The Charger game was crazy. They gave up 37 versus, but they had some injuries. 14 to Denver, 15 to Pittsburgh, 16 to Cincinnati. They got blew out versus them, but 10 to the Lions.
16 to Baltimore again.
Dog, and 22 to Baltimore again. Dog, they got a good. I'm saying they Baltimore, but Baker Mayfield is trash, man. I agree with you.
It is. Yeah.
What was the brother that played for St. Louis back in the day? Tony Banks better than Baker Mayfield, bro.
Bro, Mark Bulger better than him.
I don't know about that, but Tony Banks better than him.
Mark Bulger, he bet, bro. Mark Bulger do more than.
He was balling with what's my man's name? Mark. My man's name was at the Detroit Lions. Mike Marks.
Yeah, but I say, dude was actually pretty good for the Rams.
Yeah, he just fell off. He had a real small stretch of good years, and then he fell off.
No, Sean Hill better. Not Sean Hill. Sean Hill is. What's the other kid? The black one. Sean King better than Cuz, bro.
Shoot, Cordell Stewart probably do better than Baker Mayfield at that quarterback.
Yeah, facts. Like, what's my man's Tommy? What's my man's Maddox for the Steelers before Ben came?
Tommy Maddox.
Yeah, he was better than Cuz. Kelly Holcomb from Cleveland was better than Baker.
Bro, Tim Couch would be. Bro, I think Tim Couch would be way better than what Baker Mayfield is. I thought Tim Couch was actually all right. He just went to the Browns. It's like where he went.
Yeah, they destroyed him, bro. I mean, you talking about other quarterbacks around here, bro? Ken O'Donnell, bro, probably win with
John
that team,
Kitna.
bro. I don't know about Kitna, bro. I watched that nigga. I watched him.
What about
Jacoby Brissett?
Yeah, for sure.
What about Charlie Batch?
Look, yeah,
for sure.
Maybe, yeah. But Andrew Luck would.
I mean, Charlie Batch went on to be one of the great backups.
Yeah, he did. Yep, he did. He did. McNabb would have been an animal there too.
He got caught up in the race game with Joey Harrington, the quarterback. He was better than
Quincy Carter.
You see what I'm saying?
Quincy Carter turned to drugs, but he was talented too.
Yeah,
David Carr
better than Joey Harrington.
Yeah, David Carr was just a guy that bad situation, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he the year he came out just happened to be a year, the expansion team.
Yeah, then
coming in.
If Archie was his daddy, he wouldn't have been playing in Houston, bro. We can bet on that.
You said what now?
Archie Manning was his daddy. He wouldn't be playing in Houston. That's a fact.
All the talent, but Houston was just terrible.
No,
that was their first year as a team, bro. They're gonna be terrible.
That's what I said.
I mean, they don't know that the general management is trash out the gate. A lot of them don't. You know what I'm saying? So
Archie would have been like, "Nah, we ain't going there, bro."
I wasn't alive at the time, but how come like the Jaguars and the Panthers they both made it to the championship game? They second year as a team.
Because
Tom Coughlin was a dog. He was in his prime with Jacksonville, bro.
I know he was coaching. Then what the Panthers? How they get there?
Was it their second year? They had Jake Delhomme. It's just Jake Delhomme.
Jake Delhomme wasn't in the league yet. It was like 95.
They won their second year. They didn't make it their second year, bro.
They did, bro. It was like their second or third year. They made it to the championship game.
Yeah, that expansion draft had to be hell of a.
Hold on, I gotta remember that. I don't remember them making it. I remember them with Jake Delhomme. Let me see.
Hold on, let me make sure.
No, it was Jake Delhomme with their first one. That's like the 90s or early 2000s.
Jake Delhomme took him to the Super Bowl in 04.
It was 04?
Yeah, that's when he took him. Yeah, they had John Fox as their head coach. That was right when they was beating Donovan McNabb when McNabb and Andy Reid can't get past.
Oh, they went to 2.
They had Steve Smith, Muhsin Muhammad.
Yeah, but that was the early team. And
yeah, they third year. They had Bill Polian as their general manager. That's probably why.
Hold on.
They went 12-4 in like 96. Yeah.
They didn't go. They didn't go to Super Bowl.
They had Kerry Collins too. They had Kerry Collins. Yeah, that was the year the Packers went.
But you know why? You know why Kerry Collins, ended up in New York and why he left Carolina, right?
No, I don't know. I wasn't born, bro.
He dropped the N-bomb in the locker room.
Oh, for real?
Facts. Yeah, that's why they traded him out of Carolina. But he did make it to the Super Bowl. He just ran into that Ray Lewis team, wasn't he?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he dropped the N-bomb, bro. Facts.
Now that was Kurt Warner, wasn't it?
No, that's Kerry Collins. Kurt Warner.
You're right.
Kurt Warner. I couldn't imagine Kurt Warner saying that on wax.
Nah, Kurt Warner. No, I was saying like with the Giants because I remember Kurt Warner went to the Giants.
That was back in the day. No, that was Kerry Collins. Yeah. Kerry Collins had an arm. He just, I think Tom Coughlin.
I know he did good with the Titans back in like 2008. They went like 13-3 or something like that.
Kurt Warner.
Nah, Kerry Collins. He took.
Kerry Collins. He was like
he wasn't bad. It's just he wasn't like your franchise quarterback.
Yeah, he was like a little bit more polished Jeff George. He just was. Jeff George. I don't know what's wrong with his head. Jeff George could have been one of the great quarterbacks. Just Kerry Collins was just right enough in the head. Yeah, Mark Brunell was another good left hand. He was there.
Mark Brunell was a beast.
He's a quarterback coach, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't seen him all day, but yeah, he was a good left-handed quarterback. But Jacksonville has some good teams with Fred Taylor too. Fred Taylor and Corey Dillon.
Jimmy Smith.
Jimmy Smith, Nate Strome.
He was born in D.
Hey, you know what? I have a serious question about Fred Taylor. Why ain't that man in the Hall of Fame?
Because he played in Jacksonville.
Him or Corey Dillon, bro.
But
Corey Dillon, didn't he get in trouble? Like DUIs or something like that?
Yeah, look. Other than Barry Sanders during that period and after that, he was my favorite running back to watch outside him. Corey Dillon was an absolute beast, bro. And they hated him because of that, because of his little issues off the field. But if you go back and watch Corey Dillon, I guarantee you will not be disappointed, bro.
He was a beast.
He deserved to be in, and he won a Super Bowl with New England.
For sure.
He was on that Super Bowl team?
Hell yeah, one of them, yeah. Then he retired. Fact, yeah. Huh. And he still was getting 1,000-yard rushing. 1,000-yard rushing. It was just to the end. Yup, it was just to the end where he just he had 900, 800 yards. But dude, bro, I remember one year. I don't know if it was on Thanksgiving. He came to he played the line. Man, that nigga was.
So I'm looking at it. Fred Taylor only made one Pro Bowl, bro.
And look at his numbers, bro. Don't even worry about that.
Just but you know the AFC was stacked. They had Corey Dillon, Curtis Martin, Damian Tomlinson.
Whoa. And yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Hey, look, just do me a favor, bro, and look at the yards.
I know. Fred Taylor was one of my when I was young, when I first got a PlayStation and was playing football for my first video games. I used to use Fred Taylor on the Jaguars a lot. He was a beast. He was nasty.
But if Terrell Davis can make it to the Hall of Fame, it shouldn't be no problem for Fred Taylor to make it.
Or Corey. Fred Taylor, what he did, bro. I just want to read these.
Terrell Davis got it done, though.
He did. He also got your boy over the hump, John Elway. That was my boy back in the day.
Well, I mean, he was good for what, 2-3 years though?
Nah, about 4.
4, 5.
Okay, about 4.
Well, hold on. The first year,
look at Fred Taylor's stats though.
Hold on, look.
How many years was he good?
Hold on, I'm gonna read it. His rookie year, he only played 15 games and started 12. He rushed 1,223 yards, 14 TDs rushing, receiving.
Didn't you see her at the house?
He had 3 touchdowns, 44 receptions, 421 yards. His second year, he did get injured, but he still had 732 rushing yards, 6 TDs, and he caught for 10 receptions, 83, no TDs. But then he came back, 1,399 yards rushing in 13 games, 12 TDs, right? He averaged 107.6, was a career high. He had 36 receptions, 240, and 2 touchdowns. And he only played 2 the next year, but then he came back in 2002, 1,314 yards, 8 TDs, and he caught the 49 to 57 receptions, 408 yards, no TDs. He came back in 2003, 1,572 yards, 6 touchdowns. He caught the ball 48 times, 371 touchdown. He came back the next year, 1,224 yards, 2 touchdowns. He caught the ball 36 times, 345 yards, 1 touchdown. He came back the next year, 787. At 30 and 31, 30, he went 1,146 rush yards, 5 TDs, 23 receptions, 242, 1 TD. Then he came back 1,202 yards at 31, 5 TDs, and he caught 9 receptions. That's it. And then that's it. But he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rushing yards, and the majority, all 6 of them, all went over 1,200 rushing yards.
All right, let's keep this in mind. I think it was 2005. He was sharing time with
Maurice Jones-Drew.
MJD came in about 06.
MJD don't care no more. He eats Twinkies and sandwiches and corned beef sandwiches. And all his weight went right to his neck. What's up, our 5 player, my New York brethren?
Yeah, MJD came in 06.
Mm-hmm. He had that little touchdown dance where he kind of like cranked up and shit.
MJD got a lot of touchdowns. He got 79 touchdowns.
Yeah, because he's
and
small as
10,000 total yards. And I don't even remember I remember him playing, but it don't feel like he was playing that long. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he said Cornell had alcohol and drug problems. Are you guys too young to remember Herman Moore Perriman and Johnny? Oh yeah. Britt Perriman came over from New Orleans. We had a Herman Moore hype poster in the basement. Yep. And Johnny Morton. Are you too young to remember Jermaine Crowell? That's one of the greatest what if stories for the Detroit Lions. If he never got injured, I think he came out of Virginia just like Herman Moore. Virginia University. Jermaine Crowell was a beast, bro.
You think that's a greater what if than Billy Sims? What if he never got hurt?
Nah, Billy Sims.
I think that might change your whole franchise though, because I might not take Barry.
Yeah, man. But Johnny Morton was good too, bro.
But was good.
But Jermaine Crowell was gonna change the game, my bro. I promise you, Jermaine Crowell was gonna change it all. We probably wouldn't have drafted no more receivers, but I forget what his injury was. Remember Terry Fair got his head cracked on national TV, got his neck cracked open. Hold on.
See, that's what the game is missing right now. Like all these receivers that we be naming, they used to be some dogs.
Oh yeah.
Now all these new receivers, like they more of a. I want to put on a show. Like I'm not trying to beat the hell out of this corner in front of me.
No, and they ain't physical as they was back in the day. But his second year, he had a 1,338 yards, 7 touchdowns back in the day. Man, that injury really messed him up. But Crowell was a beast, bro. 6'3", bro. I know he think every day like this bullshit, man. Gotta think that. Herman Moore and Lomas Brown need to be in the hall. Yeah, facts. Lomas for real. He won a Super Bowl too.
Yo, CJ, I didn't catch the beginning of the show though, but who do you think that you guys should take with that first pick, or like
trade it for Deshaun Watson?
Okay, we all know that's not happening, but because Watson won't wave a choke up. But I would say I haven't seen everybody, but I do like Aiden Hutchinson, and I like.
He's a beast.
Yeah, I like both.
We'll trade back then. How about a trade back? How about that?
I just think we so bad that we so talent deprived. We need the talent, bro.
Nah, I agree in that end, but I think Hutchinson is a game. Like, I mean, I've been fronting on Hutchinson for like 2 years, but every time I watch him play, bro, the dude is way better than either Bosa, brother. Like, he's nasty, bro. Like, I mean, like, I think you guys can't go wrong taking him number 1 overall, and maybe trying to move up to take Malik. Malik's good. I mean, this quarterback class is like pretty ass, but Malik is a dynamo, bro. Like he's not a bum.
Hey, I say about Aiden though, he's always going. Like he got that high motor, and that's one thing. Like I would say would guarantee him the number 1 pick.
And not even just that, he seemed like he got leadership qualities too, bro.
Yeah,
and that's something we ain't had with even with Calvin Johnson and Dominican Sue and Stafford, we didn't really have that emotional leader, bro.
Yeah, they said Calvin was like too timid in the locker room. He just came and did his job and got on.
Yeah, you could tell his dad is kind of like, I don't want to say timid. That's just, it's just the way he is. Like he's not gonna get in your face. You got certain managers that like that. Like you do something wrong, they just be like, okay, we write your ass up. You go home with a write up. You got certain people like that. They're not gonna argue with you, bro.
Why didn't Calvin Johnson or either Barry Sanders ever lead Detroit?
They wouldn't let him.
They black. I'm gonna tell you straight up, they black.
I mean,
Stafford got the pick where he wanted to go. We didn't even take the best deal for Stafford, honestly. He got the pick where he wanted to go.
Realistically, yeah, because he's black.
He black, exactly, bro. I don't care nothing about the family being a little different. They all the same, bro. Birds of a father. Had Sheila picked up Kaepernick, then I'd have changed my opinion, bro.
She gave them the green light to do it.
You know the Quaker Oats brothers wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Quaker Oats.
Yeah, but as far as that number 1 pick go, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I don't want Thibodeaux. I don't want Hutchinson. I got a different idea for the defense. If you put Jordan Davis next to Anzarike and at Lee McNeil,
who was that? Who he played for? You talking about Georgia?
Yeah.
You know what? I like him a lot too.
That defense would instantly go over the top pressure all game.
I agree with that, and I like the Stingley kid from LSU. I know we got another cornerback, but I just fell in love with him, bro.
Nah, he honestly, for all the defensive talent on the board, Stingley's probably the most talented. But the injury thing and the fact that he was a beast in his freshman year, and then every other year afterwards.
Bro, y'all gonna mess y'all team up for some years drafting another
No, I
cornerback,
ain't say
bro.
draft the corner.
I wouldn't
like
draft the
him.
corner. Nah, I mean,
Nah,
I mean,
I don't
pairing
believe in
Stingley
drafting
up.
corners in like top 10 and nothing
Me
like
neither.
that.
But they got
Yeah.
Daxton Hill. I seen the CBS mock draft not too long. Had Daxton Hill top 10. And it had two safeties. They had the kid from Notre Dame in the top 5. They had Daxton Hill at 10.
Nah.
Notre Dame, he legit. I would say he is top 10, top 5 talent.
They got that nigga 4. Whoever going that 4, he going there, bro. But
like my man's can cover good and come down and hit you like a old school linebacker.
But that's all safety is now. It's no more free and strong. You got to be able to do both.
Every one of those hybrid players, like every one of these past drafts, like the dude that got taken by Arizona that he played
Isaiah
like linebacker. Yeah,
Isaiah
like
Simmons, yes.
those are good. They're good picks, but they're not like worth it up there, man. Like, and I feel the same way about Kyle Hamilton.
Isaiah Simmons, but the thing about why I didn't want Simmons, I was scared they wasn't gonna use him right in Detroit. That was just my fear.
It's real challenging picking a dude who don't got a set position like Tavon Austin when they don't got no 100% position. You chance messing up how you playing him.
But you gotta laugh at it though, because somebody like Aaron Jones on Green Bay at the backfield is killing you. That's how you get him with an Isaiah Simmons who can play here, who can play there, or whatever, bro.
Because you don't have to match up. You don't have to bring an extra DB to cover.
Yeah, I mean that's just somebody who knows what to do with Isaiah Simmons.
But not even just that. He give you the ability to have the run support, and also
he could do so much.
Yeah, he give you the DB support too. So you don't.
My bad. Go ahead.
Hold on, my bad. But you don't have to take. You don't have to take a linebacker off the field and put a corner in. He's everything. You see what I'm saying,
bro?
Yeah, but I think Isaiah Simmons was like the best case example of that. Like,
but Isaiah, he ain't been impacting the Cardinals' defense like as high as he been picked.
But yeah, but true. Sometimes it takes some time.
He's leading the team in tackles.
But yeah, sometimes it takes some time. But then again, bro, like the Jimmy Ward guy,
look it up, right?
The Jimmy Ward guy, like he don't get the credit out there for it now. But he plays safety. He also come down and play nickel, bro. He's really, really underrated, bro. I like him as well.
I mean, he had like over 100-something snaps in the nickel, so he can guard your fastest wide receiver. He can tackle your heavy linebacker. I mean, that's value right there. That's what you call value, folks.
But also, too, those type of Gronkowski type of guys, he's for that, too. Yeah, he's for the Gronkowski type of guys.
This regime. Like,
no, I don't trust him.
Right now. I didn't trust him with Matt Patricia.
Me neither. But, yeah, he got 50 solo tackles, right? And 3 forced fumbles already this year, and then sack and a half. So, yeah, he got 3 forced fumbles. That's how cold.
It's being aggressive, man.
So let me ask you guys, though. I don't know if you guys are Detroit fans, but if Malik Willis is there at 22 with y'all second pick, do you take him there?
To me, I got to look up.
Wait to the second.
No, to be honest, bro, you can't with that time. If he is who I think he is, they say is, you got to take the quarterback. We just too deprived right now, bro. But it depends who there, bro. Like it's a couple receivers down there that's pretty good.
Take a good look at wide. Take a good look at linebacker, and then
But we so bad at cornerback. I mean shit.
And receiver too. You guys are pretty bad at receiver too.
But the thing about receiver too is you got a whole bunch of receivers hitting the mark. You got Gallup, you got Christian Kirks, you got Devontae Adams, you got Allen Robinson, you got Mike Williams from the Chargers. I mean shit. You bound to get one.
Would you be cool with getting a quarterback this year then and then sucking next year and then having like the high draft pick is trade bait to trade down?
My thing is this, bro. I don't mind if they put a stopgap on quarterback with Jimmy Garoppolo, or if it's Fitzpatrick, or if it's somebody like that, Tua Tagovailoa, because you know Texas take a quarterback and they don't need to or something. I don't mind the stopgap. You know what I'm saying? I could wait till next year, but as long as they serviceable like Teddy Bridgewater, we at least win 5 games next year, and I can deal with that improvement. But the thing that's gonna hurt you, if one of these dudes end up like Herbert again and you pass on them or look like Fields, you can't justify that 3 years in a row or 3 or 4 years in a row. You miss out on a quarterback that's promising. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, who y'all offensive coordinator?
He gone. Let's just say that. Dan Campbell.
They talking about the tight end coach may get elevated to offensive coordinator.
Oh yeah, they said he had a big impact, but yeah, it was Anthony Lynn, the guy that used to coach the Chargers.
I know. Anthony Lynn, he actually didn't do too bad with the Chargers. You know, they just had an old quarterback, and defense was pretty shaky.
But yeah, too, you got Tyrod Taylor who always getting injured. You know, I'd take him over Jared Goff if he healthy.
Yeah,
man, I hate that he get injured so much, bro.
I'll take Jacoby Brissett over.
Jacoby Brissett, not bad.
Yeah, he'll get you a good 5-6 games.
Yeah, I take that. Goff been I know the receiver core in Big Apple, but Goff has been putrid. He been missing niggas left and right. That's why Darren Fields wanted out. He missed Darren Fields more than a little bit too much.
Yeah, I ain't really do no research on why he wanted out, but I'm pretty sure that is why.
Of course, man. If you watch the game, like, bro, coaching lost some games, but he lost the majority every game, bro. Because that 49er game, had he not threw that pick six, bro, I mean, shit.
Hey, do y'all think Jared Goff would do better than Baker with the Browns?
No.
Oh, dang, I think he that bad.
That might have been a toss-up last year, but this year you get like Goff is done.
A lot of people already said, "What's Goff's problem?" Like, what's the head coach name over at the Rams? He had
Sean McVay.
Yeah, he had to tell Goff, "Okay, you're gonna throw to Robert Woods on this play."
Yeah, they talked about it, and the Patriots knew that.
Like, he cannot read a defense. It is, if you're watching the games now, you can see it. Like, he can't read a defense like a.
That's why the Patriots beat him. Remember that story that came out? They knew that, you know, McVay was telling him before the snap where to go to
you
football.
Trying to say they wiretapped his headphones and it was like, hey Stephon.
No,
Stephon, guard Robert Woods.
No, they didn't do that. I don't know if they did do that, but no, it was a story. It was something that Belichick, they knew exactly he was going with. They knew if they took his first read away that he wasn't gonna know what to do.
Yeah, so basically the story was like, if he took his first read away because Sean McVay would tell him like, oh, okay, he should be playing this coverage. So Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp will be open. But Belichick, knowing who he is, took that option away, and Goff can't see the other.
Bro, he hacked into Sean McVay's junk.
Bro,
he was listening. He told his whole defense, "Hey, I was about to throw the such and such." He hacked right into that. He hacked right into that junk. Y'all know how Bill do.
As much as I want to believe that, but nah. Because I mean, even I want to say Jeff Fisher said he didn't even want Goff.
But Jeff Fisher was trash his dog on stuff. They was like literally, he was worse than Jason Garrett was. His last go round with the Rams.
I think the game passed Jeff Fisher by the time he left.
That too.
Yeah, oh boy, bro. Like, Goff ain't.
They was stuck with Sam Bradford for a while too.
I'm telling you, Goff ain't it, bro. I knew he was bad, but dog, he was beneath my expectations.
Bro, I can't even say nothing about him being bad, bro.
My expectations. I knew he was gonna be bad.
No, nobody knew that nigga was gonna be that.
Not like this though. I thought you guys would be able to trade him for something at the end of this year.
No,
before that,
he here to stay until after next season, bro.
Yeah, I think they out is after next season, ain't it?
Yeah, it would have been
like next year's last year, right?
Yeah, but it would have been this year, but they had to restructure because of the cap situation because it was so bad. But they get like 4 or 5 compensatory people. You know, they be honing us on the projections, but they get like a 4th, a 5th, a 6th. It's like 4 or 5 compensatory picks between the what's up, Frederick? It's like 4 or 5 projected this year, bro. I gotta pull that article up. Yeah.
And they all like who they come from? They all come from the Rams.
From losing your players. So when you lose like Kenny Galladay and who else we lost there?
Kenny
the cornerback that went to the Eagles.
Oh, Darius Slay. That might be one. They lost so many Stafford and guys like that. You get them, they projected for like 5 of them, bro, and they pretty much 4th and 5th, or maybe of a 3rd too.
About with the whole wide receiver issue. Because I think it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a run in the late rounds for wide receivers.
But my thing is, you can put a stopgap on that. You can go pay somebody like Gallup, or pay somebody like Robinson, and then you know what I'm saying. I think Josh Reynolds established that he's a pretty good number 2. You get Cephas back, you get Raymond back. He gonna be better. Amara, excuse me, and Raymond kind of be your kind of Swiss Army knife. So I think, I don't mind them taking a receiver or even taking 2 of those people, getting a guy like a Meacham or somebody that blew their leg out. But
hey, be careful on Reynolds though, because he been playing with Jared Goff his whole career.
But no, but
And Reynolds ain't never really separate himself and move up
but if you
the
watch
depth tree with the Rams.
but if you watch the game, he got Jared Goff going down the field to everybody, bro.
Bro, I'm saying be careful with him, bro.
No. Before he showed up, bro, Jared Goff would not throw it past 10 yards.
But they've been playing together for a while, bro.
Yeah, he make him comfortable, bro. Like he was not throwing down the field before he got here, bro.
Yeah, he know that he could throw it up and was like, all right, I done played with this dude for so many years. I know if I throw it up to him, I could trust that he could get it versus, you know what I'm saying, throwing it up to St. Brown or what's his name, Raymond.
He's the perfect guy. At least while Jared Goff here, you got to keep him around. So yeah, you can put him, and then you got Cephas going back. Him and Cephas kind of formed a good relationship going down the field too, bro. So yeah, I like I said before, I like to take Meacham and put him in Santa's bag until 2023, and then I like to take one of them other guys. I know Devontae Adams, we ain't paying him that much money to come here. If he did, his ankles and backs and start hurting.
Like any of those like top tier wide receivers, you gonna have to pay them to come here.
Yeah, like Mike Williams, but I think you can get Gallup for a good deal, and I like Gallup a lot too. He's a guy to take the top off the defense, though.
Yeah, now Gallup and Mike Williams, you probably could pay just.
No, Mike Williams.
Y'all gonna have some competition with them though. So
yeah, Mike Williams breaking the bank, bro. That's a fact. And Chris Godwin is out there too, bro. But he gonna break the bank.
This draft class is kind of ass cheeks too.
No, it's really good, bro. They got Drake London, a kid from Arkansas, a kid from Alabama, a kid from Ohio State, all projected to go.
I like the Ohio State kids, and I like the Arkansas kid, Burks. He's nasty.
Old boy from Alabama would have the other Alabama guy would have went in the first two if he didn't blow his knee out.
Michi, yeah, he's good too. He probably go to the third.
Yep, he gonna at the minimum was probably third with that knee, but yeah, I stash him, bro. I like the kid that caught the ball behind the back versus Michigan. I think he stayed for another year. That shit was out cold.
I can't think of his name. I know exactly.
Jigba.
Yeah, man, that shit was wild. But I had to say, you know what, man, I had to tip my hat to him. I don't even mess with Ohio State. Stafford was the best in the first round of the draft. Fact, the quarterback from the Valley. You know what? What if they take somebody like Willis, a weird rider in the second round, and they come back and take the kid from Nevada in the fourth or fifth or the third? I would be mad, bro. I would not be mad. Yeah, Carson Strong. I would be mad if they took two quarterbacks. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, remember when Washington did that?
Yeah.
Malik Willis from Liberty. That's who you guys need to go and get, bro.
Yes, what about RG3 talking about he got touched? He's talking about, I wouldn't look here. Even if
you wait for that book to come out.
No, I'm not even gonna meet, bro. I ain't got nothing to give
RG3.
bro. Like he talking about I was touched. I said, man, he don't got no more. Once Rob Parker obliterated him on ESPN, he ain't got no more testosterone, bro. None left, bro. That nigga straight estrogen. Even if that did happen to me, bro, like it wouldn't even if it happened, bro, you get punched dead in your mouth. And I fear he gonna say the owner did it, bro, because the owner had an infatuation with him. And also he had an infatuation with Jason Campbell. But they had a few black quarterbacks in Washington.
Washington. They got McNabb too. They had McNabb.
Yeah, so look here, bro. You know how them people.
I don't think McNabb would let the owner just come up on him.
Yeah, I don't know. The way T.O. be on this helmet, bro. The way T.O. T.O. they try. I had a boy, but I ain't supposed to say this, but I had a homie that they was trying to put a fight together. He was trying to get McNabb in the ring. I said, bro, you wasting your time. Have you seen McNabb, bro? His belly over his knees right now.
Yeah, it is.
Would you want to see T.O.?
And he's still talking shit though. He's still talking shit about T.O.
Yeah, and T.O. is in shape, bro.
Any chance he got? Yeah, T.O. looks like he could play.
Then he put the hands on Hugh Douglas.
Yep.
Like, dog, and Hugh Douglas is a grizzly bear, bro.
Hey, they told that story. They said T.O. whooped Hugh Douglas' ass, and then everybody that came in there was like, he just asked, who wants some next? I was like, T.O. like that?
That nigga a country strong. I had a homie. He went to Alabama A&M. That was like in Huntsville. I was in Montgomery. But he said that he had a dude, and something happened where he punched a dude, and the police came and said, what he hit him with? He said, don't lie to us. What he hit him? He said, bro, he hit him with his fist. He said he busted his whole face open, bro, with one punch. The head, the nose, the cheeks, the lips, with one punch. He said that they interrogated them like they had committed a robbery. He said, everybody said, oh, God, bro. He hit the nigga with a fist, and he split his whole mouth open, bro. His whole face.
They need to go ahead and put T.O. and McNabb on like one of them Jake Paul undercard fights.
If you was looking at Donovan McNabb right now, you come on, you be throwing holy water on him, bro. He got no chance, bro.
Who do you think gonna win? Your boy Darren Williams or Frank Gore?
Well, Derek Williams got a MMA background, bro. Like legit, bro. He got like a whole gym in Dallas. So
Yeah, I'm about to say that's
but Frank, what's going on? Frank Gore if he get on the inside, bro, Frank Gore got heavy feet, but dude, he got power though. So I think it's a 50-50, bro. But I lean towards Williams because he wrestled and he do MMA. He sparred with the real MMA fighters. So and they all say he the real deal, bro. So light skin might be in on Saturday.
CJ, let me ask you something, bro. So that assessment you made, that ridicule you made of Jared Goff, right? About being a first read quarterback. You got to understand a lot of starting quarterbacks in the league are first read quarterbacks. Like Justin Fields, he's a first read quarterback. My guy Lamar Jackson, but also Josh Allen, right? And I'm a Bills fan. And Josh Allen, I've been saying this since he got drafted. This guy is garbage, right?
He's definitely not garbage though.
You wildin', bro.
What?
You're really wildin'.
Josh
I don't think he all that.
Look,
I'm just saying, it's Stephon Diggs coming over for him to have that season he had.
But who don't need somebody like that? When Donovan McNabb finally got T.O.
Listen here, Deshaun Watson with 36 touchdowns and what? How many picks last year with the Texans? No DeAndre.
We already knew he was generational talent.
Let me ask you something. So would you take Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen?
Josh Allen.
What?
Yep. I'm sorry. I'm taking Josh Allen. Straight up and down. I'm sorry, bro.
I would probably go that route too.
No offense, bro. I love my brothers, bro, but I could, like I said before, but with Josh Allen, bro, too, he don't even have a run game, bro. He runs.
But Josh Allen is the same. He's a scrambling quarterback.
But I say this, bro. Him and Lamar Jackson gonna be sitting right next to Andrew Luck and Cam Newton, RG3, if they continue that shit.
Josh Allen's more polished, like traditional quarterback.
Josh Allen, man. Josh Allen is nice. Look. I say this. If Ronaldo, you ain't here, bro, I'm gonna put the link here. He's a Bills fan, but I say this from what I don't watch every game, bro. So you got a better inside peek than I do. But I think if they gave him a run game, bro, they'll be and they stop the run a little bit better next year because they start to rush the passer better. If they gave him a run game, they'll be a Super Bowl team.
The crazy thing is,
this man's been giving up all the games, bro. He lost Titans game.
But you got to think about it, bro.
He lost all the close games.
But look, he can't hand the ball off to nobody, bro, and they do anything. Like when you look at Jared Goff, bro, if he didn't have the run game, bro, we legitimately would lose every game, and it would not be close. Like we would have no close games, bro. The Lions went from one of the worst run teams to one of the top 6 teams in net yards, yards per average running. If that dude had our running game, bro, oh my God, bro.
But you guys got a good O-line. You guys have some pieces on O-line, bro.
Yeah, and that changed. But with him, Zach Moss ain't panned out, and Singletary is a scat back. I think Breida the best back y'all got.
But that's Josh Allen's problem. He doesn't have a line. If you ever sat there and thought about it, Josh Allen don't have a line. He has to take off when his second read is not there.
Bro, he has hella time back there, bro.
They don't have other receivers.
But check this out. But if I know you can't run the ball, I'm not putting nobody in the box, bro.
And then all they got is Stephon Diggs, so you don't need to be worried about. He all right, but he ain't nobody you need to game plan to stop because he gonna change the game in a way to where they gonna win it.
But you do need a number 2 because the Zay Jones, whoever they got there,
Zay Jones with the Raiders.
Yeah, they just
Zay Jones ain't there. Zay Jones ain't there.
Yeah, but if you do need somebody like Drake London, is probably a guy they should look at in the draft or one of the receivers. But and also
they better go for Allen Robinson.
But yeah, but no, I think you want to go cheap at receiver so you keep the cap pressure. You see what I'm saying? But also with them too, Knox is only a threat is in the red zone. Knox don't. Yeah, that nigga had like 5 yards or 10 yards or 20 yards on the season. They all be in touchdown catches. So, like I said, Buffalo is very close. If they ran the ball and found a good solid tight end and they found a good number 2, don't even have to be the best, bro. They'd be all right. But Streetwise say, what up, guys? Next season, I think Jared Goff gonna try to ball out next year because they can get rid. Of course, that's how it always happened, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna ball out to get a payday.
But and also that's why you take the guy now, so you avoid all of that. You avoid the Gio Scott Fool's Gold. You take the guy now, like it's imperative. Like I said before, they gotta find the guy, bro. If it's Tua, okay.
This may be some hateful shit, but I'd rather take the guy now. Shit. And if Jared Goff think he gonna ball out next year, I will bench him and let the new guy play.
How long?
Oh man, that's beautiful. That's the plan. That's what we should exactly do.
Y'all paying him too much to sit on the bench. Well, he getting paid too much to sit on the bench.
Bro.
How
I'm
long?
paying you to
but
win games, and you
ultimately,
costing
at
me
the end
games.
of the day, what do you do when the person that you are paying does not give you the
Bro,
best
just let
chance
him
to
play his
win?
last year.
Yeah,
Y'all
just
get
let him
a
play it out.
let him
Sacrifice
play his
another
last
losing
year.
season.
Y'all get a high
No,
pick.
not
You
when he
get a high
doesn't give you
pick,
the
and you
best
can either
chance to
use that to
win.
add some more talent or
But
Guys ain't winning
trade
shit.
but
back in the
also,
draft.
but look,
When he
also,
doesn't.
go ahead, hubby. You got it.
I mean, this is how Colin Kaepernick came about. They didn't give a damn about Alex Smith anymore. It was all about
It's
who
true.
gave them the best chance to win.
But
Well,
also, but
they
also,
was good with. Well, that's totally different because the 49ers were good before Colin
Exactly.
Kaepernick came
hold
in.
on, but no,
He was in a
but
whole
no,
good
hold on,
They were
situation.
right there.
hold
The
on. But the
point
difference too
remains the
is,
same.
but
Whoever
but
gives you the best chance to win the game, you
Nah,
run with
y'all need
that
to suck another
quarterback.
year. Y'all
but
might
no,
as well
but
suck
no,
another year.
but hold on, think about it.
Exactly.
They also set him on the bench
I
to
mean, that's
develop
what
him.
we want, yeah,
They
but
also set him on the bench to develop him, bro. So think about that for a minute. He
Hey, how
developed,
much
bro.
is
So why not
Jared
take a
Goff making?
why not take a guy and develop him, bro, instead of just throwing him into the fire, bro?
Yeah, bro, y'all going to suck regardless next year
Yeah.
anyway. So you
Exactly.
might as well get y'all pick and use that
right.
to either add a high
Exactly.
talented player in the draft or either trade back and get
But no,
two
you gotta
high
get the
talented players in
but you
like the
gotta get
later.
but you gotta get the guy. You got if he
That's
third,
what I'm
fifth,
saying. It's not a bad idea if y'all get a quarterback this year and suck next year and
Hey, you
try
know,
to like build up a loaded team.
it's about not they threw Stafford in there. He wasn't ready physically. He got toe up the first 2 years. You got to get a guy in there, and like Aaron Rodgers, man, he mentally got an opportunity, and even Brett Favre did too,
Yeah.
to mentally learn and then apply it on the field and put it all
But see, that
together.
was the luxury of somebody being picked, 17th compared to somebody being picked number 1
But at
overall.
the end of the day, it
The
used to be.
desperation of those two teams are completely different.
But you're right. But back
The
in the day,
urgency of that team that's taking them number 1 need them in that fire immediately.
but that's what it
You talking
used to.
about Aaron Rodgers coming off the bench for Brett
But
Favre? That's a
but at the end
luxury.
of the day, you don't.
Bro, listen.
But look, it's not a rule book that say you got to do it that way. Back in the day, they took dudes number 1 and they let him sit for a minute. Next year,
and,
it doesn't matter. You could let
I'm
him
all in
sit.
favor for this. Because you
yeah, I'm
remember, like
honestly
I
in
was
favor
saying,
for letting
CJ,
with a quarterback. I'm honestly in favor of letting him sit for a year,
Fact. And then
unless he
Bro,
let's say,
that's what
exceptional
y'all should
talent.
do
but
if y'all get a quarterback.
look, Russell Wilson, Tumba, Seahawks fan, he wasn't designed to play right away. He just boiled over Matt Flynn.
It was Matt Flynn that he started
Yeah,
over.
remember
That's
Matt?
facts. I
In
remember that.
training
Yeah.
camp, and they just
Bro,
signed they
If
just
you
signed
ever,
Matt Flynn that year.
but if you ever
we
forget
paid
that,
Matt Flynn some big dollars, but Russell
look,
Wilson played so much better than him. It was like
no,
we
no.
gotta go with this
You
dude.
gotta tell
For
the
some
whole
odd
story.
reason, I just thought
Hold
Matt
on,
Hasselbeck.
no. You gotta tell the. You would never forget this story as a Lion fan. You don't remember the last game of the season. We could have made the playoffs or whatever it was. Or got
Well,
a
he
better
threw
team.
like
could have
7
won the NFC
touchdowns in one game.
North.
Hold on. And they started Matt Flynn and set Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford still lost to Matt Flynn. That's how Matt Flynn, Stafford is the reason Matt Flynn got that paycheck in Seattle.
yeah.
That's a
I think
fact.
like they both threw for like over 500 yards, and then Stafford coughed up the game like at the last minute.
But didn't Matt Flynn do that twice? He had like 2 crazy games at the end of the season where he just balled out.
That game is how he got paid from Seattle.
I know, but I'm saying like, didn't he do that the year before too, or something like that?
I just know it was versus us.
That Stafford game, that's the one that got him paid because they won them. That game was for the NFC North Championship.
And they sat Aaron
Rodgers,
bro.
was healthy that day.
A healthy scratch, bro.
And this is one last thing, fellas. This is the crazy thing about why you should take the quarterback this year and early is because you put him out there, you give him a 2-year trial because in 2 years you're going to have the best quarterback class in a long time. C.J. Stroud, what's the brother at Alabama, Bryce Young.
They say they could come out next year.
Yeah.
And don't forget that J.J. McCarthy at Michigan is going to be a first-round quarterback.
How many years is that going to be from now?
2. That's why
like
you take
2-3
the quarterback now.
Because if y'all,
that's why you take the
know if
quarterback
y'all
now.
take
If he's
a quarterback,
failure, you give
just
him a
to want to
2-year
get
trial.
another quarterback, y'all just still in the
that's why you
same
give him
loop
a
of being
2-year trial.
a dysfunctional the Lions.
No, that's why you give him a 2-year trial. It don't work. You just in time for this.
I mean, you
class
already
right
got
here.
not Matt Stafford, Jared Goff for one of those years. If you want to be trash, if you really want to wait,
Jared Goff is the decoy dummy here. Everybody knows this.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that's
everybody
a long
knows
wait.
You're gonna have to replace him at some point anyway.
That's a long wait. Y'all gonna have to be extremely terrible for even longer.
No,
and then y'all gonna still be in the same situation, being a garbage team, and then y'all draft that quarterback.
I mean,
how sure you gonna be that quarterback 2 years from now is gonna be able to change anything when y'all still just the same Lions?
Bruh, if you take the quarterback and it worked, then you don't have to take the quarterback in 2 years. It's a collateral situation.
I know, but if you take a quarterback that worked now, you'll be straight. But if you don't work and y'all take him now, then y'all taking a quarterback 2 years from now, y'all still is like it's no progress.
Either way it go, we're in the quarterback carousel. Either way it goes, bro.
That's not a good place to be, though, bro. It's not a good place to be year in year out. Because every quarterback gonna have that same struggle.
How do you get out of it?
Y'all need to take a quarterback this year. Exactly. Let Jared Goff be trash for another year so he can get y'all another high pick and build off of that.
You know, if the Lions would be in this problem, they wouldn't have this situation if they would just took Herbert instead of Kudus.
Bro, barely anybody saw Herbert being as good as he was.
No, that's not true.
He would have been
college, bro. I don't know nobody other than the Chargers who was hype on the Chargers organization.
Did you watch?
Herbert was going top 5 regardless.
No, he was the number 1 pick.
He came out.
If he would came out the year before, he was going to be the number 1 pick.
Yeah, he went back.
Right, he was top 5 regardless, bro.
Yeah, Herbert is good.
Ross, Bonai said no quarterback in the first round. We gotta wait and see, bro.
I can agree with that.
I'm telling you, I'm telling y'all, somebody gonna be that guy. I told y'all last year. You know what? Should have took Fields.
I still think y'all. Hey, CJ, I still thinking y'all should have took Hurts.
Who Hurts? Oh, Justin. No, he is not a good.
Because bro, when y'all had Darrell Bevel, I think he could have worked well with Darrell Bevel.
You're right. You're probably right about that, but
that's the only reason I was saying take Hurts. Because his offense will work extremely well. Since Darrell Bevel left Seattle, bro, Russell Wilson, like, he hasn't been as effective on the team, like, in certain, because, like, Russell doesn't run the ball no more. He don't run the ball. He don't use his legs.
This is another thing too, bro. When you bring in a young quarterback this year, it's not going to be that bad. Why? Because you have what most quarterbacks don't have: a good line and a running back that you can rely on, and an all-pro tight end as an outlet.
That's true.
So, it's a good building block for a young quarterback. Those pieces are in place.
I don't know. I think you kind of overselling them because y'all got all that. I don't know. Y'all just still haven't done nothing with it, though. I don't think y'all would do anything with it either. Even if y'all had,
so why not have a?
Even if y'all still had Stafford with this team, I still don't think y'all do nothing with it for real like that.
So why not focus on position players this year, and then hold out for Bryce Young and them next year, or the 2 years after?
2 years from now. I mean,
that's a long wait.
That's a long way. It gives your position players
you
time,
just roll
time
the
to
dice
develop,
on the
right?
quarterback this year with your second rounder. Roll the dice on it.
Better hope it's there.
But I'm saying it gives your position players time to develop, right?
Get your first rounders out the way. Handle that in the top of the second. Ritter or Malik Willis.
You sure it's gonna be there? A quarterback gonna be there in the second round? Because the Broncos, Carolina, the Browns, all of them need a quarterback.
They're not gonna be their quarterback. Is so
Bryce Young is the most NFL ready right now.
I don't really see it, bro, in him neither. He's good, but man, I don't like the short quarterbacks, bro. I just don't.
No, Bryce Young ain't even gonna go number 1 that year.
He's not.
It's gonna be Quinn Ayers.
Who he?
Trying to tell y'all now. He just transferred to Texas. He's gonna be number 1 overall.
I ain't got no faith in Texas, bro.
Shoot, in 2 years, Caleb Williams will be able to come out.
Man, he ain't looking all that.
I'm trying to tell you, this is the highest high school quarterback rated since Andrew Luck.
Oh, you talking about the kid that left Ohio State? Yeah. He wasn't even eligible to play last year.
In 2 years, he's eligible. It's gonna be the best draft class, not ever for quarterbacks, but one of.
But you think about it, bro. The quarterback position is so important. You just keep taking them, bro. I don't care. It impacts so much, bro. I could just keep taking them.
if y'all skip a quarterback this year, say like one of them end up in like a with Denver or Cleveland, and that's a good situation, and they ball out, y'all gonna be like, come on, man.
We already did that with Herbert. We already did that with Fields.
Y'all gonna do it again.
It's
Y'all
what
got
it
it.
is.
Y'all might have to just go and get that quarterback and suck for another year. Just get y'all draft picks up again and build around him.
Man, like I said before,
And then if
you
y'all
look, if you like a guy, you gotta take him, bro. Look at the Arizona. They took a guy in Josh Rosen. They like, they said what? We like Kyler Murray. Bye.
who you
Yup,
think y'all
for
would
sure.
like though if y'all took a
For sure.
I
quarterback
really
this
gotta
Exactly.
year?
look at him. I really
You
gotta
I
said
look
like
at
who?
him,
Desmond
bro.
Ritter. I like Desmond Ritter a lot.
I really got, but I do think they need a dual threat quarterback, bro.
Yeah, you don't want a Baker
The whole
Mayfield
league
on
is
the
dual
field.
threat. You got to get a dual threat. If you don't, you just wasting your time, bro.
True.
Yeah, for sure.
True.
I agree.
Yeah. Let me get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. Peace. Hold on, I'll find my mouse.